Hi water signs, Pisces, Cancer and Scorpio, Ascendant, Sun, Moon, Venus and Rising. In today's reading, we're going to take a look and see why is your person ignoring you. Okay, so why are they staying quiet? Why aren't they talking? Why are they not responsive? What's going on with them? And, what is the fate of this connection? This is going to be a general reading. If you have a personal one, feel free to reach out and inquire. Otherwise, guys, let's go ahead and take a look and see why is your person not communicating with you? What's going on? Okay, Two of Wands in reverse. Something has definitely shifted in their energies. Definitely an energy of the connection losing momentum, which I think is part of the reason as to why this person has pulled away. Okay, so this isn't someone who, I don't see them necessarily taking any action towards you right now. I'm also seeing that they're purposely trying to avoid contact or avoid communication, and as a result they may have blocked you. Okay, so they may have blocked you, they may have blocked your number, or you might have blocked them. Okay, maybe this is why they're not able to communicate and reach out to you. So there's restricted access is what I'm seeing in the energies. I'm also seeing that you have to be patient. Okay, right now you have to be patient with this person, and you have to be patient with the circumstances and the situation that you're in, because I feel like there's not a clear vision. So what's going on between you and your person right now, there's not a clear path forward. I feel like things are a little bit complicated. I'm also seeing that someone here is really over-analyzing things. So look, your person may have a lot of things going on in their life. Okay, they may be dealing with a lot of personal issues, work, they might be going through some things. Work might be very troublesome, and as a result their energy is being focused elsewhere, but you're probably and because of that, they're not giving your connection with them, or they're not giving their energy or enough of their attention to you and to this connection, and as a result your connection with this person is losing momentum. So I feel like there's a lot that's going on in this person's energy, and I'm also seeing that I'm seeing your connection is losing momentum, and I'm also seeing you potentially might be over analyzing their silence or their lack of response. Okay, so Judgment has come up in reverse as well. And I think this is very important for you guys here, because you need to avoid... See, you do not have all the information, okay? You do not have all the information, which is why I see that there is, the path moving forward is not clear right now. It may have been clearer before, but something happened here that shifted the energies. It's changed how they feel about you, or it's changed how they want to proceed with the connection, or it's changed how you feel about them, okay? And right now you do not have all the information, so they're avoiding communicating, they're avoiding telling you what's really going on. If they are losing interest in you, if they are losing feelings here, or if there is something's going on here with this person, they're not necessarily telling you. This is someone who I feel like potentially they might be trying to avoid conflict. They might not necessarily be thinking about how their lack of contact and their lack of communication is affecting you, how it's impacting you personally. But to me, it just feels like, you don't... The other thing is, just because they're not communicating with you, it doesn't necessarily mean, okay, yes, your connection might be losing momentum, but it doesn't necessarily mean that that's what they want for you. It doesn't mean that that's what they want for this connection. So avoid making any decisions that seem a little bit harsh, okay? So avoid coming to conclusions about why this person isn't communicating, why they're not talking, because they may have some things going on that do not have a whole lot to do with you, okay? And there you are, you're sitting, you're over analyzing, and you might be really overcomplicating things where it might not be as complicated as you're making it out to be. So avoid judging them before you have all that information, because no, you don't know. It's very likely that your person might come in and someone here is willing to share something with you, okay? They're willing to share some sort of information with you. I also see that your person is being very cautious, okay, how to handle the situation right now. So there may be someone else that your person is talking to. There may be an ex that this person is holding space in their life, or they may be thinking about going back to an ex, okay. There may not necessarily be, you know, maybe it's the person that they're connected with, like the ex who wants to get back with them. That's not to say that this person wants to get back with the ex, okay? There may not be romantic intentions there, is what I'm saying. But you, I mean, if you knew this information, you know, you would pretty much quickly jump to conclusions, okay? Or maybe you already know this information, you're privy to this information, but do not judge, like you don't have all the information, is what I'm seeing very strongly in the cards for you. So avoid judging, you know, avoid jumping the gun, avoid making conclusions, and avoid judging this person, especially unfairly. I see that they're going to tell you something. I feel like they're going through some things. I'm also seeing that your person isn't necessarily... Three of Swords is, you know, whichever way you want to look at it, it's always like emotional anguish, it's heartbreak, it's grief. I don't know that your person has fully healed from a previous situation. Someone he may have popped back up in their life who has really hurt them. So if it's an ex, and if this person has really hurt them and betrayed them, and, you know, broke their trust, then that I see is triggering them, and it's, you know, resurfacing back all sorts of emotions. I feel like your person is being, yeah, you know, you've got the Ace of Swords. I feel like your person is being very, they're being very cautious. They're being very cautious. I feel like they have some sort of information that they're coming in with, and they're being very cautious as to when to share this information. I feel like this person may feel as though whatever this is that they want to share with you, it could potentially change things between you and them. Not necessarily in a negative way, okay? It could, let's not rule that out. It could change it in a positive way, or it could just change things in general. So I feel like this is why this person is holding on to something, because they have, whatever this information is, they have a fear of you judging them, or they have a fear of you getting a bad impression of this person altogether, or they have, you know, this fear of you seeing them in a different light. So, and I feel like this person wants to, whatever this is, they want you to hear it from them rather than hear it from anyone else. Because someone else sharing this information, you know, with you, that would then come from a second hand. Whereas this person wants to be upfront and honest with you, and whatever this is, they want, you know, this is information that's coming straight from the heart. So for example, they may tell you that, you know, that they're still healing, or that they're still not over an ex, okay? That's not to say they're not over the ex per se. They might just not be over the emotions that, you know, the painful emotions that have stemmed and still linger on from that previous relationship or previous heartbreak. They may tell you that, you know, they're not sure how they feel about you, or they're not sure that they're ready for a relationship. So there's some sort of information that they, you know, they want to share with you, and it's coming, they want to pour their heart out. It's coming straight from their heart. And I'm also seeing that there's so much rawness to what it is that they want to say. So they're being very open and they're being very honest with you, okay? Some of this, and look, I have to be honest with you, some of this is going to be a little bit unsettling for some of you. So it's not something that you want to hear. So, and you may find it that it's a little bit blunt, or you may find that this person is being insensitive. They're not. They want you to know the truth, even if the truth might not be what you want to hear, or even if the truth is not something that, you know, you're ready to hear. So I feel like this person is coming in with Ace of Swords. If you've got questions for them, they're willing to answer very honestly. I'm also seeing that there will be contact, there will be communication with this person's energy, and I feel like they're coming in with some information or some contact and communication that is going to verify your intuition about them. So if, you know, if you get intuitive associations that this person is seeing someone else, or they're talking to someone else, or, you know, they're not ready for a relationship, or they're a bit like a player type of energy, if your intuition is nagging at you and is telling you something of that sorts, then this person might come back in with contact, with communication that is going to verify that intuition that you're feeling about them and about this situation, okay? It's very likely that, you know, for some of you as well, this conversation, this really open, honest and raw conversation might potentially, it might potentially create a new beginning. So you're going to clear the air of confusion, you're going to start on a clean slate. You know, this person may potentially want to start over again. They may also tell you, with this person, they may also want to take things a bit slow. So or they may want something that's more of a casual, like they could tell you that they want to casually date you, or they want a casual arrangement. A lot is to do with the fact is that they're not ready for a relationship, because I feel like there's still some things from the past. Like the past has a very firm grip on this person, and they're not ready to let go of an ex, or they're not ready to let go of all the painful emotions that stem from a previous relationship. So, you know, and it'll be unfair to you, and it'll be dishonest to, you know, to themselves as well, if they jumped into a relationship with you when they're not ready. For one, they're not emotionally available, you know, they're not necessarily ready, and they can't give it that time, that attention, and that energy that a relationship deserves. So this is part of the reason as to why they're pulled away, okay? And the reason why the connection, you know, is losing momentum, I feel like it has a lot to do with the past. The devil here represents the ex, okay? So there is an ex that still lingers around this person's energy. So them not communicating with you could mean that they're taking the time and the space out in their life to communicate with an ex. It doesn't necessarily mean that they want to get back with an ex. I mean, they might, okay? And again, they might tell you this up front, and for some of you, this isn't, you know, this isn't going to be music to your ears. It's not going to be what you want to hear. So I feel like this reading will be a bit of a heads up for some of you guys. So it might just, you know, cushion the fall a little bit, but there is the energy of an ex. So the ex might be, you know, someone here I feel like wants to get back with this person. It's not to say that they want to get back with the ex as well. They may or they may not, but they are considering it, because I see there's communication between the ex. I also see that, you know, they haven't let go of this person. It was a very toxic and unhealthy relationship, but they formed, like, they really fused with each other, and they formed a very strong attachment as a result. So it's hard for this person to disconnect from the ex. It's hard for them to, you know, because they have history, but they also have this unhealthy attachment in which they really, you know, became co-reliant and codependent upon one another. Also, you know, when the devil pops up in a reading, the devil never does love, okay? The devil does lust. So, you know, it may just not be that this person is ready to fall in love again. It might just be that this person, you know, this connection is one that's based on attraction, lust, infatuation, but it's not yet eventuated into, you know, into love or into a relationship. They potentially could be coming back for, it's either closure, okay, it's either closure or a new beginning. It's one or the other. I feel like they're closing something up. They're closing up the chapter with you, or they're wrapping up the chapter with the ex. But they're going to need some time, and they're going to need some space to do that, is what I'm seeing. So they could come back, and the conversation that the two of you will have is going to give you the closure that you need to move on from this person and let them go. Because you have a very, for some of you, not for all of you, you have a very, I'm going to say it's an unhealthy attachment to this person, even though you might not have known this person for very long. Or some of you may feel as though you've known this person for quite some time, but there's something, I feel like there's something to do with the past. The person reminds you a lot of someone from the past, or the person somehow is, maybe has played a very strong, a very important role in your past, or there's just some sort of familiarity, some sort of familiar energy about this person where you feel like you've known them for all of your life. And I feel like you're holding on to this person, okay? And I see that there is a bit of an unhealthy attachment that's been created there in that sense. You do have the Lovers, okay? You've got both the Devil and the Lovers card, okay? So I said the Devil does lust. You've got the Lovers, which is all about love. I mean, there is love, there is lust, and there is potential for this to grow and blossom into a loving, healthy relationship. Now, the potential is there. Will you guys make use of this potential? I don't know. It's up to you guys, okay? But you both need to be able to cooperate. One person cannot want it more than the other. Both of you have to have that. You know, the energies have to be harmonized. Also, I'm getting two sides. I see that with this connection, I feel like there's a lot going on here in your energies, in a sense that I feel like someone is approaching this relationship, they're approaching this connection from their shadow side, okay? So in the decisions that they've been making, whether it's just with this particular relationship or all relationships, has been mainly from their shadow side, okay? And your shadow side, it's a part of you, okay? And your shadow side is not being embraced. It's being neglected, and it's being pushed you know, it's being buried and it's being pushed down. Your shadow side needs to be, you need to make whole, or this person needs to make whole decisions, and those decisions would, would essentially be a balance of your light side as well as your shadow side. Right now this person is only making decisions based that are being fueled by their shadow side, so decisions that are not healthy, are not positive, you know, maybe are jealousy, it's some very, it's like from the darker aspects of the person's self, okay? And this is why the relationship is potentially suffering, and this is why the communication isn't whole and it isn't healthy, okay? Because, you know, someone here is making, yeah, decisions very the person or both people that are involved in this relationship are making decisions from their shadow side, but there is you know, you need to make decisions that encompass both your light side as well as your shadow side, okay? And to do that, you'll need to embrace your shadow side. So whatever qualities that you see weak and that you are not embracing, you need to embrace that, acknowledge that, and work through that, okay? So that way the decisions that you do make can be whole, healthy, and happy. Okay, so there's a lot of conflict in the energies right now. I'm also seeing that, you know, there's not a lot of communication. You do have some competition, and I feel like the competition is an ex. I see that this person is talking to an ex. They may be holding space in their lives for an ex, or the ex really wants to, maybe the ex has, you know, sniffed out that this person is seeing you and talking to you, and now the ex feels like, okay, well, they've got competition with you, so they, you know, they're stepping up their game. It just feels like there's competition, and it feels like someone here is like fighting for attention, fighting for someone's energy. The other thing is, I'm seeing that, you know, be careful, because the Fool's energy and the Five of Swords, be careful that you, at the end of the day, your emotions are not being toyed with. So do, you know, do be cautious. Be careful that this person is not toying with your emotions. Be careful that they're not stringing you along, because with the Lovers and the Devil's card, it is about choices. They're going to have to make a choice, okay? They're going to have to make a choice between you and the ex, okay? You represent the future, the ex represents the past. Yeah, because there's a lot of, I'm picking up threes, and threes are an imbalance in the energies. And this person absolutely has to make a decision. You also have to make a decision, okay? Because, you know, it takes two to tango. You have to make the decision between the, you know, between a loving, healthy relationship, or, because essentially this connection potentially is damaging your self-esteem, okay? And it's unhealthy. And you have to make the decision between, yeah, you know, entering into a loving, healthy, balanced relationship with this person, or, you know, do you continue on like with the devil, if the devil like is instant gratification, okay, at the risk of, yeah, damaging your self-esteem. So there's a choice that you have to make too, you know, do you continue on like this, or do you put your foot down, and do you, you know, put up some firm, healthy boundaries? I see movement in the energies. So someone's traveling, someone's moving here, someone is doing long distance. So maybe this person is moving further away. Maybe this is something that they yet to share with you, and that's why they don't want to get into a relationship with you, because they're moving different city, country, different even states. Could be that an ex, there may be an ex might be, you know, moving in. No, I don't think they're moving back with an ex, or maybe there might be relocating. I'm getting relocating, maybe relocating jobs, or they're going to, if you are doing long distance with this person, they might be potentially flying in to see you, making plans to see you. You might be making plans to see this person. Okay, if the two, I'm also seeing communication is going to come up via digital communication. So someone here might be unblocking someone else, or someone might shoot you off an email. So for example, if you've blocked them on Messenger or something like that, or if you've blocked their number, they might try and reach you via, it feels like it's information, it feels like it's communication via digital platforms. So like through Instagram, or through like through Facebook, or through email, or through someone else's account. They'll try and reach you that way if they are blocked. Alright guys, and these are your messages. Thanks so much for watching and listening. Please show your support by liking, sharing and subscribing. Bye.